Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Once Upon a Time. Last episode, we found out what Gideon's plan is. Being raised with a black fairy, he's needing the savior power for himself. And there's a lot of parallel between him and Emma, them both being 28 when they came back into their parents' lives. And I just hope they, Belle and Rumple are trying to, I think, work together to help their son. I just hope they can reason with him, and he doesn't seem like the worst, so maybe they can. And Robin is back in the picture. He is not the same Robin, but if they are saying that some of his soul went into him, it should be enough to mean as much to Regina as the old Robin did. But him not being like he said, a folk hero, being someone who steals from the rich and gives to the poor, and he hasn't had those life experiences to become like a hero type. So I wonder if there's going to be a lot of differences and too much of a difference. Maybe we'll see. And is he even real? I don't know how all that works. But if it makes Regina happy, I am happy. And I think Emma's in an okay place with trying to be confident in what she can do and preventing Gideon from taking her essence. So I'm excited to get back into it. I don't really know where we're going from here. So I think maybe this episode will tell us that, hopefully. But let's get into it. Oh my god!
Such strong names.
Oh shit, this is a way flashback.
Such wheat lands. You can either have one healthy son or two dead ones.
Rumple, would you have killed them?
An impossible decision, I know. So let's make it simple.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Heads, I take David. Tails, I'll take James. So much. Oh, my son.
I mean, he definitely was the worst one, but was that nurture, or was that a little bit of his nature too? Rumple's kind of gotten what he's deserved by having his sons taken away from him. He did it to everybody else. Oh my god, your dad? What?
If I wanted advice, I doubt I'd take it from a pirate.
Yikes.
Europe?
Can't sleep when that demon box keeps screaming.
That's called an alarm clock.
Looking like Robin Hood doesn't make him the same person.
Yeah.
Trust me, I once kissed Dave's twin. World of difference.
We've barely even talked.
My point, they're different people.
But there could be a part of him in there.
He was able to cross into the real
Maybe.
world. That has to mean something. Regina, I want this to work out for you.
It's about to get a lot more complicated.
Yeah, I thought this was coming.
But I need her father's blessing. I'm just trying to figure out how to ask him and when.
This is not the greatest time.
But if this is the only thing that's standing between you and him, then don't wait. Life is too precious.
I would wait until he's done with this dad stuff.
David thinks of you. Just ask him.
At the right time. If he seems stressed out, like now, hold off.
You were a drunk who died when I was 6 years old. I owe you nothing. You don't truly believe that?
Yeah, I'm surprised you even recognize him.
Is this why you're here? Tell me what you want!
Yeah, how did he die for real?
Give me a drink.
He was just never able to get over losing James. I mean, that would be tough.
What is a neighboring king doing here?
Oh, we haven't seen him in a while.
Shellfeet Tavern.
He's in trouble.
She's good casting as a young version of their mom. Oh, little David.
It's just something else.
This is not the right time.
I need your help. Tell me if you...
Oh my god, he broke off the red strings.
This isn't what we talked about, Knight. Will you help me?
Oh, well, this will get you on his good side.
Better suited to help.
You tell him that he has no rights to his daughter. None. And if he comes anywhere near her, I will make him bleed. Go home, Selena.
Selena, get it together.
Ta-ta.
Oh my god. He jetted? Where's he gonna go? Bro.
Regina, leave now!
Don't do this. This isn't you.
No, you mean this isn't him. This isn't your room, but me. I wanted to do this to you.
You trying to cast a spell? Look, if you're too afraid, forget about it. I'll do it myself. I'm not
David.
I'm concerned. Perhaps I'm trying not to be that guy anymore. Come on, buddy. It's just me here.
Hook.
Now, I need to keep you the shed and a lookout.
This is not that big a deal. Just do it. This show will never convince me that he's a bad boy, or ever was. I just can't believe it.
6 years ago, you took my son.
You finally grew a spine.
Ooh. What would you know about that?
I think I finally became a father.
He ran away. But where he went to, you don't want to follow.
Why?
And I have an extra ticket in.
Is this why James becomes so terrible?
Here, Vance. May we all be reunited with our sons.
It ain't looking good. Either time.
I can't let you in there.
Why not?
Just say your dad needs some I knew.
really
What's the
desperately
big
kiss you.
deal?
Hang on. You're forgetting something.
What's that?
My superpower. I know when you're lying.
Oh, there it goes.
Archie.
Yeah, I paid the cricket a visit because I needed to talk to him about.
Well, it's not the truth,
What about you?
but it is a distraction.
What's in these?
The hearts of my enemies.
And this
Casually.
looks nasty enough.
No, don't touch it. It's powerful. An infant daughter. But I mean, she's not yours.
Who even is the mother? You?
My sister.
Yeah, explain this one.
It's complicated.
Apparently
Really
everything here is
complicated.
complicated. Did you bring me here just to drop me in the middle of this mess?
I don't know
You're a
if
fresh
it's gonna
start.
work. What's that face? Felt wrong?
Do you think they mean the beaker, or do we have to turn? It's better to be safe.
Both.
It's a cool pleasure island.
Oh, wow. This reminds me of Pinocchio, the movie. It is like Pinocchio! Oh, I called that. Hell yeah.
Have you talked to him?
No, not me.
You liar. Oh no, it's gonna turn into a donkey?
This is definitely the coin. And it was the last I saw of him when he left with the boy.
I'm so glad he's still in the
I never put you
show.
with him, David.
It wasn't a one-off.
James. I thought he was just a drunk who fell prey to his temptations.
No, it seems like a
He was
decent
trying to
guy.
fix our family.
He was stone cold sober.
So he's still alive and I know where he is. Okay.
How?
You don't want me to go after him, do you? You really have changed how you feel about vengeance. Yes, I have. I didn't think you'd see it.
Is
but
this
yes.
vengeance?
I would try and stop anyone setting out in revenge if I could.
He's looking for the truth. Oh. I know how they're framing this, but I'm with David. I would want to know what happened to my dad, especially if he wasn't, you know, someone that didn't actually care. He really did.
Pardon me? Please. James.
He's still in jail. And that's the last time we saw him.
You. Let him live where he'll be happy, where he started out.
He is still in jail.
Do I owe the pleasure? I wondered if you'd work it out. You're an evil bastard. He didn't deserve that.
He's already in jail, though, so yeah, this is getting vengeance-y.
I'll bet he was imagining your little face when you opened the front door and found him standing there, sober, victorious, with your brother in his arms.
Do you want him to kill you?
He said you got news he died of drunken failure.
Stop. Now fight for your life.
You're not gonna do it, David.
You resisted temptation. And it didn't work. He still died.
Sometimes good people die.
I thought he didn't fight for us, but he did. The thing about your father, he wanted to look you in the eye. Do you
Good talk, good talk. Well, you definitely have his blessing now.
So you think I'm good enough for her? You've done the hardest thing anyone can do. You've changed. Today you saved me from making a terrible
He changed,
mistake.
or he's always been this
I
person.
don't know if I'm going to be able to pay you back. David, may I have your blessing to ask for Emma's hand in marriage? Of course. Of course you have my blessing.
Well, that isn't really.
Well, I mean, it's up to Emma, of course, but yes, you have my blessing.
Thank you for saying that. It is up to Emma.
I didn't realize you were so old-fashioned.
Yeah, this is a very old-fashioned thing to do.
There was a kiss. And it was nothing.
Yeah, he's not the same.
It was like kissing a photograph. There has to be a reason he made it through that portal, right? And if I'm not the reason, then what is? Who is he? And what does he want?
Oh no. Are you trying to say he's a bad guy? Oh no, he was into that box.
Time to die. Drunk.
Hook? Oh no. Did you kill his dad?
You don't have to worry about me. I have no
David, it wasn't personal. He didn't know you.
I mean, I'll never say a word.
Oh wait. This complicates things. You gonna come clean? Damn. Yeah, you gotta talk to David about a little bit more stuff before you go through with this, I think. Okay, well, I'm actually glad that last little bit happened. Otherwise, it would have just been an okay episode. Obviously, David and Hook are not my favorite characters of the show, so if it's a focus on both of them, I'm kind of like, okay. But it was alright. Like, I've always liked their dynamic with each other. And now finding out what happened to David's dad. His dad really was not that bad of a guy. So that sucks. But this is kind of a big deal. And I'm glad they show us when Hook was kind of a bad guy, even though most of the times when they've shown us that in the past, it's always like for a reason, or like is kind of like him not actually being a bad guy. But this is a pretty shitty thing for him to have done. And obviously it's not personal. He did not know that was David's dad. So I feel like they should be able to get past it, but you got to go through it first. And it'll be interesting to see whether or not he comes clean about it and just goes along with asking Emma to marry him, or if he admits what he did, and how David will react to that will be interesting. But yeah, you can't undo what happened, but I think context and circumstance matters, so we'll see. But I don't necessarily think that Hook needed to be there to get David to be on the up and up. I don't think David would have killed the king even as mad as he was. That's just not really his character. But if it allowed them to get to a good place so he could ask for Emma's hand, sure, why not? But even, that's messed up now. But the other stuff with Regina and Robin, it's really sad. It's not him. It's not Robin. And not only is it not Robin, it seems like he's a bad guy or going for some kind of power play. And why is it he was allowed to come through the gate or the portal or whatever? So is he not who he seems? I just thought he was, hadn't gone through the life experience that the Regina's Robin had gone through, and that just wasn't gonna feel real. But it actually seems like it's a little bit more nefarious than that. He's seeming like an actual bad guy. So that's a problem, and I feel bad for Regina. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know what that box was, what he's capable of with that. But I like that they brought in the Pinocchio storyline here. I love that August was still in the episode. He didn't just show up and then we don't see him again, even though he's in the town the whole time. So I like that. It's been a long time since I've seen the Pinocchio movie, but the fair scene did seem very reminiscent of that. So it was cool how they brought that into the storyline. I really like that too. So yeah, it was a good episode. It moved the plot forward a lot, which is good. Not a lot of Emma. Emma's barely in it. Not a lot of, nothing with the Gideon Rumpel stuff. Belle stuff, no Belle. And, you know, just seeing David and Snow have to do this thing every single day, it is really sad, because but I guess it allows them to, like, at least someone be home with their kids while the other one's shooting. So maybe that's why they did that. But it is really sad for Snow and David, because, you know, we obviously know their true love, share a heart, all that rigmarole. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I'm actually really liking season 6. It's a huge step up from 5 for me. So yeah, we're about halfway done now, so we'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.